In the world of professional sports, a draft is a validating moment for an athlete and a franchise. It can define the style and personality of a team for years to come. International superstars have earned their fame and fortune through hard work, stellar performances, and a little bit of luck. Aspiring cricketers everywhere dream of joining their ranks, but everyone needs a platform. Here in the USA, that platform is Major League Cricket, and Draft Day is finally here.
Yeah, I came here on a bit of a wish, flying out here from Utah just a few days ago, knowing that hey, my chances of getting into this to see this draft were minute. They were minuscule, but I said, hey, you know what? I got to shoot my shot and take a chance, and that's why I'm out here in Houston today.
Yeah, it's exciting. It looks amazing. This is a great setup. I think the excitement's real for everyone. It's a big step for cricket in the USA and a big step for all of us. So yeah, everyone's really excited.
I mean, I'm flexible. Any team which picks me, I'll be more than happy to showcase my skills and talent in any team, whatever they pick me.
It's going to be an exciting night, Nick Hill. What a place to be. One small step for man, but a giant leap for Major League Cricket.
And we're minutes away, seconds away, really, from getting our first team on the clock. Who do you think the Orcas could be looking at?
I think there's a couple of options here, Nikhil. I think one guy who just fits in is Harmeet Singh. I think also someone you're going to look at is the leading run scorer in all of minor league cricket. But Mukchand is an option.
With the first pick of the MLC domestic draft, Seattle Orcas select Harmeet Singh.
Expected. I think it's expected here.
Washington Freedom, you are now on the clock.
Nico just made sense, right? The guy who's played in Seattle, someone who has that tie, and someone who's just dominated the entirety of minor league cricket. You can see him shaking hands with the commissioner, Justin Gill, and it's a special moment. We're launching Major League Cricket.
Great. I told you I was nervous a little bit, but it feels, I'm ecstatic actually to be representing Seattle again. I love winning, you know me. I would give my absolute everything to make sure that Seattle wins again.
Unbelievable scenes at North Carolina Morrisville.
And now the intriguing is, where do we go with number 2?
Well, let's go back to our commissioner, Mr. Justin Gill, who has got pick number 2 already.
With the second pick, Washington Freedom select Andres House.
Andres Ghosh selected Aman Patel. That is a huge pick. This is a guy that has grown leaps and bounds since coming to this country.
Washington, D.C. You get to represent our nation's capital. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, that is very exciting. To be honest, I'm ecstatic about this.
He's going to be a special future pick for that Washington franchise. Let's go back to our commissioner, who's got pick number 3 from the MI New York.
With their first pick, MI New York select Stephen Taylor.
Stephen Taylor.
Wow.
That's some selection when you think about it. He's currently on international duty with the USA, so he's not going to be here to attend this. But Aman Patel, you look at this man's T20 international numbers. He's 19th ranked one-day international batter in the world right now. He has dominated associate white ball cricket.
Has an international T20 100. I'm surprised. And honestly, I wasn't sure where he was going to go. I knew he could be a first-round draft pick. But to see him this high, I love it as someone who's called games for him, someone who's from the USA.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Stephen Taylor. I was really excited. I was not surprised to see him go first round, though. Stephen's one of the guys that I look up to, and one of the reasons that I kind of had an aspiration to play for USA when he came to Church Street all those years ago and won that game against Canada. So, yeah, absolutely, 100% excited and really excited to see him go first round.
A little bit of anxiety, to be honest. I know leaving the hotel with all the rest of the group as well, there was definitely, I think, the last couple of years have built up to this. There's a few nervous boys walking around just trying to figure out where they're going, who they're going to, what round, all the very typical things that happen at a draft or an auction. So that's exciting.
Number 4, the San Francisco Unicorn select Corey Anderson.
Corey Anderson, I mean, you know exactly what you're getting with this man. The man that, in terms of the reputation he's left in international cricket, probably the most experienced and most esteemed sort of repertoire when you look coming into this draft.
Second fastest ODI 100 to date, and he's just someone, again, brings that leadership, but I think the X factor here is that he's back with the ball in hand. We knew he was fantastic in the field, knew he was fantastic with the bat, but I think he's in some of the best shape of his
With their first pick, the Los Angeles Knight Riders select Ali Khan.
No surprise here, Nico. Ali Khan, he's someone who's not here on international duty, but he's done so much with the Knight Riders. When you talk about, was in the IPL there with them and then down in the CPL. He's someone that they carry around, and maybe the quickest bowler you have in the USA. Yorker, king, just electric with the ball in hand. No surprise for me.
A little bit of relief sitting there watching the first few go up, obviously. You know, builds the nerves and finding out where everyone's going. But yeah, super excited about San Francisco, obviously with Victoria having a great setup with what they've got. I'm really excited, obviously, to get involved with them and start the process.
Awesome. We just heard Rusty Duran drafted.
I know.
What do you think about that?
It's huge for Rusty. Huge for Rusty.
That is a huge surprise, and you can see the excitement on his face. I don't think anyone in this room expects him to go so early, but the quality experience with the 37-year-old. He's played for South Africa. He's played a plethora of matches for the USA as well.
Being another great collaborator in Team Texas, couldn't be more thrilled to go with them and represent the great state of Texas. As I mentioned earlier, very excited and very grateful to put my body on the line and give 100% and come out on top.
They've got the fast bowling. Surely they must be looking at some batting now.
You have to imagine, again, this is the beauty of the snake draft. Yes, you have that last pick, and I think they were looking at Rusty the whole way through. Now, what do you do with this first pick? I think there's some interesting questions here. The batting, Unmukchand is still on the board, but do they turn the table and say there's not many quality all-rounders? Do they take a Calvin Savage? Do they take a Shadley Van Skalkovic? I think those options are still on the board because there's plenty of batting depth.
With the first pick of the second round, Team Texas selects Calvin Savage. LA Knight Riders, you're on the clock.
We said it, Nikhil. Plenty of batting depth, but it's the all-rounding depth that isn't there. And Calvin Savage, he's someone who's absolutely phenomenal. Chicago Tigers, they know it.
You have no idea. When they said my name, I couldn't believe it for a second. I had to blink a couple times, and I wasn't like ready. My phone was all over the place. It's an incredible feeling. I'm so blessed and so thankful.
With their second pick, Los Angeles Knight Riders select Unmukchand.
Unmukchand, a man that, of course, captained the India under-19 side back in that 2012 World Cup, got 100 in that final as well, and is so well known not only in this country but globally.
I mean, we have been waiting for this moment for the last 2-3 years since we've been here in the US, and finally it's happening. So it's pretty exciting. I think it's a great day for US cricket as such, and pretty excited to go into the draft. You know, whichever team I go to, we better win that tournament.
The San Francisco Unicorns select Liam Plunkett.
I'm excited. I mean, how can you not be excited when you come to a venue like this? I think people have spoke many times. I've spoke to you before, one of my first interviews. Can't believe cricket's actually here and have professional cricket here. A draft day like this and to get picked up. I'm excited. Also join Corey, who I've been close with since I've been here. We can obviously add that international experience. We are now locals, but hopefully we can contribute to that team and be successful.
With their second pick, MI New York selects Hamad Azam. Washington Freedom, you are back on the clock.
Of course, like I'm really very nervous and I'm really excited to be part of Mumbai Indian. Like, of course, that's a big franchise in the world. So I'm really excited to play for them.
I think we had a pretty good draft. We had a plan, but in a draft it's tough to you know, get exactly what you want, but I thought, you know, we managed to execute at least the top 3-4 players that we wanted. We got there because obviously other teams had other requirements, like who they were looking at. So we were quite happy. I mean, very happy with the experienced guys that we got. Once we have the entire group together, you see it's a very, very all-round squad. Oh, Jack was brilliant because he had a lot of experience in US cricket, had a lot of knowledge about the players.
Yeah, Washington Freedom, we're really happy. We probably got 90% of our choices, which I think in a draft situation is excellent. Especially our second pick in the draft, we weren't sure if our couple of choices for batters would be there, and they were both there, so it made it a difficult choice for us. But yeah, I was really happy with how it went out. We got a really good balance of skill sets throughout. The way it turned out, we actually got a balance of demographic as well from around the world too in our local players, which is great. We obviously have Hasaranga, who we announced tonight as one of our high-profile overseas players as a leg spinner. We had Obus, who can bowl, part-time left-arm orthodox. So we wanted an off-spinner who could bowl with a new ball, and to be honest, both of those two can do it. Dan, more experienced. Akhilesh, we can see someone who could probably come in and play and do a role, but also, a bit of a longer-term project who we can keep developing. The experience for him to learn off Dane, but also, some of our Australian coaches and international players for him. Imagine like him working with someone like Hasaranga. It's going to be fantastic for him, and he'll only get, a lot out of it.
We got lucky. We got the first draft pick, and we got the player we wanted. And, I think we got what we wanted 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So